That being said, kind of to touch up on what C and Hyuna you guys shared, um, look, right now, your mom and pop diners, right? Or your Burger Kings, right? Or your Carl's Jr.'s, your kind of mainstay in America restaurants. Are they all doing well? Or are they not doing well? For the most part, they're not doing well, right? Now, what are you seeing with those mainstays, like a McDonald's, right? What are they doing that's keeping them relevant outside of their brand name? Anyone want to take a guess? I want to highlight McDonald's because McDonald's is probably obviously the most one of the most powerful brands in America and the world. But for a consistent business to stay afloat and continue to do okay, well, they actually took their first loss recently, this past year. But what are they doing though? Does anyone want to take a wild guess? See,
Are you referring to like promotion, like promo
correct.
deals,
Yep.
cutting costs?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Right. So even McDonald's, who's known for their Big Macs and their hamburger meals, they're also trying new things. Right now, they have the McDouble chicken. Right, I think it is. I don't eat McDonald's. I won't come close to that stuff. But they're trying something new. Right, and what I'm getting at with this, guys, is this: is Giving Tree, for someone who's been in the industry for 15 years, and I think I'm going to speak for C, who's been in it for like 16 or 17 years, Giving Tree is very new, right? It's new to us. And if it's new to us, it's probably going to be new to the public. So, first and foremost, I want you to understand that you have a leg up just by working at Giving Tree because relative to what's out there, it's a very new type, it's a different platform. Okay. With that being said, to C's point, you can no longer go in and boast about you have the best rates and you have the best programs and you have the best turn times. Why? Because everyone says that. Whether you're at Wells Fargo or whether you're down the street at Loan Depot or across the next street at Movement Mortgage, or across the street from to Citibank, and so on and so forth. And I mean that because there are literally hundreds of different mortgage companies just within Orange County and with our neighboring cities. You have to come out being a little bit different. Okay. And the different is really for the purpose of what? For that person to at least give you their ear for a second or two. Okay. Case in point, C just shared with us that these CPAs admitted we have many different lenders come through. And you know what? All these lenders all say the same thing. Okay. It doesn't matter how pretty you are, how handsome you are, how well dressed you are. If what comes out of your mouth is, hey, give us a shot because we have the best rates and we have fat turn times and we have many different products, they're hearing this over and over again. Okay. You have to come out being a little bit different. McDonald's coming out with now a McChicken. I don't know if that's going to work. It sounds gross to me personally, but it's like, oh, that's different, right? Because McDonald's, you're just kind of used to hearing, whatever their slogan is, because I just don't really care for McDonald's too much, but right, you're used to hearing the Big Mac, the Big Mac, the Big Mac, or the sausage McMuffin for years now. Right? It's ingrained in us, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. Now they're coming out with this McDouble chicken thing. And even for me, I hear it now and I know it. And I will admit, I'm not going to eat it, but I am kind of curious about it. So I'll ask someone, hey, did you try it? Is it any good? That at least got my attention. As a non-consumer that I am of McDonald's, it got my attention. That is the key to sales. So C going in there, not saying, hey, we got the best rates. Hey, I'm a lender. The moment you say lender, already their wall is slowly building up, right? But the moment you say, hey, we got this no income program. Are you interested? Now you're sparking an interest because it's not something that they've perhaps heard, right? You have to be new and interesting. I never liked this, guys, because personally, I'm a very old, I'm a grandpa, right? I'm very old school. right? I like my bread and steak and potatoes, and that's it. But for me to be engaging, for me to stand out, for me to have a shot in this world of consumerism, and the Amazon mentality, I say, you have to be different. You have to bring something that's going to at least allow a conversation to happen. Okay. And at Giving Tree, we're constantly rolling out things, guys. We had a little hiccup, but it's okay. Nothing major. But technically wise, I should be able to tell you guys that I funded and recorded my first hard money private, or not my first, but yes, my first private hard money loan with through Giving Tree of $80,000 that I shared with you guys last week. It took all of really, but okay, let's be conservative and let's say that it took 5 days. Okay, from Monday through Friday. That's a recording because the properties in LA County. LA County does not have same day recording. Okay, always remember that. Orange County allows for same day. San Bernardino County allows for same day funding and recording. LA County is always funding, next day recording. So including that next day recording, technically I closed in on Friday. It took 5 days, guys, right? My borrower is going to be happy, saves her from being into default and out of potential for what do you call it? REO by the bank and short selling, auction sale, whatever it could be. So we're this client now is indebted and we'll can move forward, but also indebted to us. Hopefully we can build some business. So again, something different, something unique, because I can tell you right now that program that I just mentioned and the change wholesale one, that's not offered at your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo. Many times it's not going to be even provided or an option through your direct lenders, such as Movement and Loan Depot and so on and so forth. Okay, so moving forward. So today, we'll talk about rates real quick. Look, I'm not going to go too detail into it. A lot of it is beyond me at this point. There's what happened with the election, which was expected, the rate cut. Look, the bottom line is right now, you can play that game of trying to say, hey, the rates might fall. Oh, you don't know what's going to happen. Hey, you can float it, this and that. You could have many different conversations. Personally, I don't think that's wise. I don't think that's setting you up for success right now. Okay. In a very volatile market that it is, with now our president-elect Trump, who knows which way it's going to go. Bottom line, I think your conversation needs to be now, again, the tee up, right? When you sell the rate, don't sell the rate right away. Sell yourself first, right? When you're engaging in with a conversation with a client who is looking to cash out refinance or who's thinking about purchasing, the tee up needs to be what is important right now, right? It's about getting into a home. It's about talking about stability. It's about being able to build an appreciating asset, right? From here, 10, 20 years. It's that tee up about, not about the rate and locking it in or not, or whether they can afford it or not, right? Because the rate's too high. It's about why they need to purchase a home, as we all should still purchase a home. It's the only asset that's been proven, right? That has an upward trajectory since the beginning of time, right? Now, that being said, that's what you're selling. That's what you're convincing, right? Forget the rate, right? Because even if it's not good right now for the next year or 2 or 3, it might be better in 4 years. But we don't need to think that far. Focus on what it is today. And if your client understands that this is the necessity, that's what you're going to go off of. And as you're talking about the payment, and if it's something that, because you've already established that this is what they want, and if you can help them understand, hey, that's a payment that I can do, just lock it in, okay? Because you've already teed it up, right? Hey, you need this, you want this, you want to go for it. We've already discussed the payment. Don't talk about the rate, talk about the payment, lock it in. Because the last thing you need right now is what I made a couple mistakes too, actually, is, hey, the potential of rates going up and rates going down. Hey, we'll keep it afloat. Guys, I lost 4 refinances. I wasn't able to close it. Okay, why? Because I didn't listen to my own advice, right? Or I let the borrower control the narrative of, oh, the rates can go lower. Well, you know what? People are stupid. Buyers are stupid. They don't know, right? They don't know whether rates are going to really go up or down. And in this case, for these 4, right, they were wrong. Okay, so I lost 4 refinances. So tee it up. So regarding rates today, my thing is, Peter sends out daily information on the rates. My thing is just lock it in, right? We have economic indicators that are coming out in the next couple of days. The biggest one being CPI later tomorrow. Personally, I just don't see rates coming down anytime soon. It might just teeter-totter here. Just lock it in. And it's one less thing for you and the borrower to worry about. They don't have to go through, guys, going through an escrow is hard enough, right? Getting pay stubs, conditions, stipulations, underwriter nitpicking at things, they're hard enough. You throw in, rates going up and down and that stress, it's not fun. Just lock it in, get it over with. Worry about what you need to worry about, which is the conditions and getting it closed and move on. Any questions real quick about the rates or the approach to it? Anything? No? Well, today, actually, we have a special speaker. I'm actually not going to be the one covering it, but our very own Brenda will be going over reverse mortgages. I will be very attentive to this as I have a potential prospect, as does C and On. So without further ado, I don't know if someone wanted to say something.